I got you.
All right, creatures of the night, welcome to this edition of Digging Up the Dead Man here on the Talking Taker YouTube channel. My name is Alex Dorio, one half of the Talking Taker podcast, along with my co-host, Mr. Travis White. Of course, this is our YouTube edition supplement to the Talking Taker podcast as I take you through the latest additions to the Talking Taker figure and Rogues Gallery collection. And this video is going to be a bit of a follow-up to a previous video here already on the YouTube channel. I asked for your help, all you creatures of the night, in helping me figure out which Ludvig Borga item to add to the Talking Taker figure collection. I asked you to help me solve the Ludvig Borga problem. So, if you haven't watched that video yet, go back previously, watch that video to figure out what I'm talking about. But the gist of it is, I need a Ludvig Borga figure for the Undertaker Rogues Gallery collection to represent Survivor Series 1993. Ludvig Borga is part of the 8-man tag that the Undertaker takes on. Of course, Ludvig Borga, he was only around for about 6 months, so his only figure is a Hasbro figure, but it's a rare figure later in the Hasbro line, so you're talking 3 digits to get, easily 3 digits to get a loose Ludvig Borga, much less a mint on card one. You're looking at $200 or $300 there, and look, there just ain't no way I'm paying that much for a Ludvig Borga figure because he doesn't even face the Undertaker in that match. They never touch. They never physically interact. He is technically an opponent of his in a pay-per-view main event, so I got to get something to represent him here on the Talking Taker shelf, but I'm just not paying that much for a freaking Ludvig Borga figure. So I asked for your help because he has a few other merchandise items, and I have what you guys voted for and what I picked up in off of eBay here. I have not opened it, so I have not even touched it or looked at it or seen it, so I'm going to see it for the first time with you guys. I'll get to that in a minute, but I want to show something else that I found, and that is this. This is a program from a house show, so it's not the WWF magazine, but it's the program that you could buy at the house show, at the live events, from, I believe, it's from early 94, I'm pretty sure. Does not have the date in there, but that's what it's got to be from, and I'm pretty sure that's when I went to this show. But this was in my collection of magazines and programs that I got, and I just stumbled upon it after I filmed that video, and I thought that's pretty cool. I could show that off, the Ludvig Borga item. This is too big, though, to go on the shelf. I don't need a giant poster or magazine cover of Ludvig Borga up there. That takes up too much real estate as well, but just thought that was pretty neat. A couple other cool things in there. The famous Hasbro ad with The Undertaker, the Undertake 'em All Hasbro ad, legendary. A lot of people even will just have this advertisement framed in their Undertaker collection, or if they're figure collectors. And this one's in such good shape, I think I'm actually going to do the same thing here. But another cool thing, I posted this on our Instagram and Twitter and all that a while ago. Check out this merchandise catalog section there for The Undertaker from late 93, early 94 here. Just look at some of this stuff here. How about that? Very similar to like a chalk line jacket that they make now. That giant face of The Undertaker on a shirt, the ripped sleeve shirt, the painter's hat, the foam urn. And look at some of these prices, man. Just insane. Because if you can find some of this stuff on eBay, and some of it is like impossible to even find. Uh-oh. Knew it was going to happen. That happens every time I set figures up for one of these videos. But if you can even find some of this stuff, you're talking easily 3 figures, over $100 for probably any of these items. And some of it hardly even comes up on there. And here in the catalog, it's like $5.99, $6.99. Unbelievable stuff, man. So, just thought that was cool. Thought that would be interesting to show on here. One second. All right, I'm back. Just thought that would be interesting to show on here, along with some of the other figures that I have to represent this particular Survivor Series 1993 match that I already have in the collection. So, of course, that main event is The Undertaker teaming up with the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott, along with Yep, along with All-American Lex Luger. Had a little brain fart there, but All-American Lex Luger. And then their opponents are Yokozuna, Kona Crush, Jacques from the Quebecers. Kona Crush takes the place of Pierre, who gets hurt right before that. And then, of course, Ludvig Borga on the other side. So, who do I have already? Well, I have James E. Cornette, Jim Cornette, who is one of Yokozuna's managers. So I need to get a Mr. Fuji. I really need to get a Mr. Fuji figure in the collection. But got Jim Cornette here. My original one from childhood. Don't know where the racket is. Need the racket. If you're going to have Jim Cornette, you do need the racket. But that's a great, great figure. Pretty perfect, in my opinion. Of course, got the Undertaker Hasbro, of course. Also unboxed that on a recent YouTube video on the channel, so check that out. My childhood Yokozuna figure from Jakks. Probably in my top 10 favorite figures, wrestling figures of all time, man. This was just so excited to get this bad boy. It's huge, massive compared to the other Jakks figures. I feel like they nailed this era of Yokozuna, the later era of Yokozuna with the beard and the elbow pad and the tape and all that. Just a great, great figure, in my opinion. Probably also, I don't know, do I need like a time period specific Yokozuna? Maybe, because he never really faced Undertaker with this look, with the beard. Maybe, but I'm happy with this on there. I don't have an All-American Lex Luger, of course, but I do have the WCW Galoob Lex Luger. So this bad boy represents Lex Luger on there, again, from my childhood, one of the only Galoob figures I had in my childhood. And it's cool because we did a whole episode about Undertaker as Mean Mark Callis in WCW, and the match that we covered on the Talking Taker podcast was Undertaker versus Lex Luger for the U.S. title at Great American Bash 1990, and this figure pretty perfectly represents that match. So it does double duty in my collection, and that's why I don't think I need an All-American Lex Luger figure in there. And then I've got the Mountie, because there's no Quebecers figures. Actually, I think there's a Jakks Classic that has Mountie in his ring gear that would work. But this one, come on. This is a classic Hasbro figure. I got this one on eBay a little while back. So that's what represents the Mountie in the collection. So still need the Steiner brothers. I would love to get their Hasbro figures eventually. Would even count the Galoob figures possibly for them. Who else is in there? Oh, I need Kona Crush. That's another tough Hasbro to get. I'm really hoping Mattel might make a Kona Crush. Evil Crush. I keep saying Kona Crush. It's Evil Crush with the face paint. That's what I really need to represent him in that match. And yeah, that would do it for that match. But we're going to do Ludvig Borga now. So I gave you guys 3 options for which Ludvig Borga item I should get. Should I get one of his trading cards, which are prevalent on eBay, but honestly a little bit boring? Should I get the Coliseum Video door hanger, which I thought was pretty cool and pretty unique item? And then we had the Spin Fighters, the Spin Fighter toy. Can't believe there's a Ludvig Borga Spin Fighter toy. It was mint on cards, showed you that. So which one did I get? Let's open this bad boy up. I will reveal, I'm seeing it for the first time, the WWF Spin Fighter action or toys, not action figures, featuring Ludvig Borga and All-American Lex Luger. Original price, 98 cents. I didn't pay much more than that. I paid $8.99, I think, for these. It says battle them, collect them, trade them, and wear them. They're small. I knew they were small, but they're actually smaller than I thought they were going to be, holding them in my hand here. Made by Bandai. Actually found a commercial for these, specifically for the WWF ones on YouTube. I wonder if I can insert that here on the video. I'll try to.
Spin Fighters! Spin Fighters! Spin Fighters! Fastest spinning action you'll ever see. Crank them up and launch them into battle. So much action your head will spin. Now collect World Wrestling Federation Spin Fighters. Pit your favorite champs against each other in a fight to the finish. Only one can win. Collect them. Trade them. You can even wear them. Spin Fighters! Spin Fighters from Bandai. And look for your favorite Street Fighter characters, too.
But I'd never heard of these as a kid. But they made some for wrestlers, for WWF. They made some Power Ranger ones. I think they made some other brands. But basically the idea was you had sort of like a crossfire. Remember that game for your kids? A crossfire pit. And you would kind of just spin these guys out there, and they would hit your opponents. You and a friend would throw them out there at the same time. They'd spin, they'd run into each other, and I guess whoever's was left spinning at the end won that round. So, other ones in the set, we got Bret Hart, Undertaker, Lex Luger, Razor Ramon, Tatanka, Doink, Adam Bomb, Yokozuna, Ludvig Borga, Bam Bam Bigelow, Crush, Shawn Michaels. So, collect them all. It's cool that this is mint on card. It's cool that this is in the package from 1994. I am torn. It always hurts me a little bit to open something that's 20 years old here, but I'm gonna display it. I'm gonna take him out. I wanna see it. I wanna play with it. I wanna touch one of these Spin Fighters. All right, here we go. Oh, they are in there tight. All right, let's look at the bad boy, the Helsinki Hellraiser, the one we bought this for, Ludvig Borga, right there. So it's got sort of like a hologram-ish sticker on there. Can't believe he was around. That's the funny thing with the WWF and their merchandise, man. You just kind of get lucky with the way you're there. If you're there at the right time, if they're thinking about pushing you at the right time, sometimes you get on this merch, and sometimes you don't. So, there's Lex Luger, made in the USA, All-American Lex Luger. They're going to fight each other here. Yeah, let's see. It says you can wear these. I don't know what in the world they're talking about as far as wearing them. I don't know if these bottom parts come off, if it's supposed to be like a pin. They seem on there pretty tight, so I can't imagine how you would wear them unless there's like some accessory that you would use. So here's the little book that I was using to display the figures. Let's see if we can get this thing spinning the way it's supposed to. No, I don't think that's right. Well, Lex Luger spins a little bit. I don't have the official Spin Fighters kit, so I guess they're not spinning the way that they're supposed to. That one kind of spun a little bit. Yeah. I guess this was probably going like around the same time as Pogs were coming out or becoming big. Sort of a similar little kids game, just a little tchotchke. They were trying to hit it big. Unfortunately, Spin Fighters did not make it. Pogs did, if only briefly. I could do a whole other video on my WWF Pogs collection and my WWF Pogs t-shirt that I have, and my gold-plated spinner, or slammer set. But that's another video for another time. So this is it, man. This is how Ludvig Borga is going to be represented on the Talking Taker shelf. He is going to go right up here with these other guys. I'll put him, let's see. Can you see this side? I'll put him right here for now. That's all I need. That's all I need for Ludvig Borga. There he is. Thanks for watching. Go check out and listen to our Survivor Series 1993 episode of Talking Taker to hear more Ludvig Borga thoughts. I can't believe we've dedicated so many videos on this channel to Ludvig Borga, but that's what makes us unique and interesting. It's one of our early episodes, so forgive us for the slightly less than sound quality on there. But enjoy it. Let me know if I should have gone with something else. Let me know if you ever played with Spin Fighters. If you ever heard of those as a kid, I want to hear about that. And check out the latest episodes of Talking Taker right here on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. And as always, take her easy.